Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday morning. It's about 8 o'clock here, a little bit after. And I'm just going to do an open collab, and it's hosted at, let me just give you this information. It's hashtag Thursday Booktube, and it's one of my favorites. And it's hosted by these two lovely ladies at My Mountain Home and Kitchen and at Life with Patty. So with Thursday Booktube, you can read a novel, a cookbook, a comic book, a magazine, a children's book, any kind of book you want. You can review it if you want to. If you've never read it, you can talk about why you got it. If you read it a long time ago, you can talk about why you liked it when you did read it. And it's just a time to share. So if you want to get in on this, because it's an open collab, it's not inclusive, it's not exclusive. I'm sorry, it's not exclusive. It's all inclusive. I should not try to use the big words until coffee. Speaking of which, it's still in the microwave. Hold on. All right, that's more like it. I got my autumn coffee cup here. I like this one. I would like it better if the inside wasn't black, because I like to get a good look at what I'm drinking the whole time I'm drinking it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's just neither here nor there. So I am not going to do a book today. I'm going to do a magazine or several. I'm not going to do them front to back. I'm just going to do highlighting them. And so I'm Kendra, obviously. I live in Washington State. I'm sort of an empty nester, but not really. I have 2 kids left at home and a husband who travels now and then. So sometimes, well, like election night, I was here by myself. It was no fun at all because everybody was busy. You know, they were doing their own thing, and I had questions. Finally, somebody came home, but it was like 8:30 at night. Anyway, well, mostly I wanted help with the TV. I wanted somebody to help me turn off the, what are those called? The ticker thing that tells if you're hard of hearing and you read it. Closed caption. Jeez Louise. I wanted somebody to help me do that. There are way too many options on these newer TVs. I'm telling you. Anyway, somebody came home and turned that off because I couldn't see the ticker tape at the bottom with the closed captions on, saying what states had done what and what states were still, counting and which ones were closing and that kind of thing. Okay, so first of all, I'm used to getting these. They're just little, they're highlights of the things that are for sale. And sometimes, most of the time, tires, refrigerators, they'll have a few things that are, like regular people shopping, but a lot of them are big ticket items. But then this lovely came. Ooh! Yes, and this is more of a Christmas one with all the things and all the articles, and it's the good one. And what's funny is it's not addressed to me. It's addressed to one of the kids. And by kids, they're all adults. Like the baby is in his 20s. So way over kids. Anyway, I cannot wait to get through this. Let me show you just a highlight real quick. You know what? I don't make this enough. I usually make it in the summer when I do, but this is really, really good. Just for like a night when you're not going to cook, you're just going to do kind of hors d'oeuvres, snacky snacks. Caprese salad. Do I need to worry about that? Okay. Now then. Oh, I'm not going to go page to page. I'm going to stop the video and show you just the highlights. Back in the day when I had my office set up, I had a large on the wall. It was black and it had like shelves across here, and it's what I kept all my essential oils on. I loved it. I used to be big into these trees in jewelry, art, all of that stuff, but I'm not as much anymore. Anyway, the reason I showed you this is there's that wrapping that I think is beautiful. Just a very vintagey plain brown wrapper with some greenery tucked in and a ribbon. I don't even know about these earrings, but I had to show you that. You get some ideas, and these catalogs are great for keeping for all of the other thing Patty does, where you do a paper with lots of pictures on it, and what's it called? Oh, my word. I have this, but I didn't get it from here. I got it from my mom, I believe, and I still keep it and use it all the time. It's great, but I was going to say the reason I'm showing you is I'm not doing a big turkey this year like a, ooh, presenting a turkey. I'm getting 2 turkey breasts, and that's the meat we're after, although I do like me a turkey wing. The wing is my favorite part on a chicken, or, it's not much on it, but it's delicious. Of course, there's a beautiful tree here and there because it's a holiday catalog, but it made me think, how many of you like no lights, white lights, different color lights? Which one are you? My tree that I keep saying I'm not going to use every year because it's too big is, you can go back and forth. You can go white, plain white. You can go color. You can go, off and on and all of that. So that way I guess most trees are like that nowadays. If you get them, that are artificial and with the lights already on them. I think it really does beat untangling the lights to have it done. But our tree is too big for the size of our family now. And speaking of books, Costco has a great book section. I've gotten so many good books there. But I heard that they're only doing it now like 3 months out of the year, and the rest of the year they put the books away. And it must be holiday time that they do them. Christmas at Hogwarts. The Christmas Pig. I bet that's good, considering the author. I've never read any of the Harry Potter, but not because I don't think it, I just think I'm too old to read it. I don't think it would, probably if I'd gotten to it when I was younger, I would have loved it. But anyway, 'tis the season for reading. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, all the fun stuff. That looks like fun. Ooh, the Christmas stamps are out too. Can't wait for those. Okay, I did just find my newest book. It's a Costco suggested book club read, provides insight into the selected novel as well as an appropriate what? Okay, so anyways, Healing Hands. New novel draws inspiration from the late 1700s midwife. You'd be hard-pressed to find a midwifery book that I've not owned, borrowed, or just read. So this is one I need. And why is she here? Is she, I guess she's the author, but she looks a little from a distance like Princess Kate. Doesn't she? I could be wrong. Apple cider bourbon cocktail. That sounds like heartburn in a cup to me. It does. Wow, I need to get down there just for the books. So you got lots and lots of sets here, and kids' books, adults' books, history, way back history, wildlife, mythology, art, the ultimate sneaker book. Okay. Anyway, there's that. I just said the other day I'm going to go down to Grocery Outlet and get some cheap ones again, but these amaryllis are probably amazing from Costco. I didn't even know they had them at Costco. And, of course, the beautiful poinsettias. I have a hard time keeping these alive till the new year even. My grandmother, before she moved here, in her 90s, would keep poinsettia alive in her yard in Florida. She was amazing with plants, apparently, and it skipped some generations. 125-year-old greenhouse company. Wow. Very sensitive to light, and why, that reminds me, I need to get my Christmas cactus or Thanksgiving cactus or whatever I have out and pay some attention to it. They've always got the, the good prices on, whatever vitamins and supplements and things that you like. But anyway, I have been taking magnesium because my legs have been twitching at night, and it drives me crazy when I'm trying to sleep. I'm sure if you've ever had restless leg syndrome, you feel the same way. I haven't made a quiche in forever. Ham, eggs, spinach, it looks like. So it talks about that. I think I know that they sell pre-made quiche, but here's a recipe for one. And ooh, a cranberry coffee cake sounds like a good one to make. And then, of course, there's the toys for all the little children. I heard there's a new Moana coming out. She's older. I don't know. Oh, see, now that's my tree, I think. Yeah, I didn't pay what they are now because I bought it in before COVID shut us all down. Like 3 or 4 months before it. I bought it in November. We got shut down in March. Or do I have this one? I don't know. It looks exactly like it. No, I do not have a 12-foot Christmas tree. That would be too big. Anyway, I'm really liking the smaller, just white lights. Oh, is it a tabletop potted LED tree? I wonder how much that is. And then these Christmas soaps are always pretty to put out. So most of you who know me know that I have a refrigerator on my front porch. It's got a sign on it that says help yourself. It's for the mail person, the grocery delivery guy, the UPS, I started to say CPS. Come on in, have a beer. No. Anyway, this is a wine thing, and I wanted to put the snacks and the sodas that I keep on my front porch, but they're more expensive than we actually used. Our budget didn't allow for this, and it was way too fancy. Let's put it that way. They're still cute. That would be nice on a cold night, but I still always say, why can't you find cute women's pajamas? I mean, you can, but it's a search without a cartoon on it. Do you find, grown men pajamas with cartoons on them most of the time? Probably not. More yummy recipes, and this one says, make room for mushrooms, and it's got a pasta mushroom chicken recipe. I was on Facebook last night, and somebody said in one of the town groups, it's kind of a chat spreader, I guess, they said, boiled eggs belong in potato salad, yes or no? And so there's 700 responses. Everybody in town has, their own way to do it and everything. But anyway, I got in there and I gave my entire recipe. And then I noticed this morning my daughter saw it and said, here, this is my mom's recipe. It's legendary. I wouldn't go that far, but thank you, dear. My family would be all over this. It's a recipe. I won't show the recipe. Honeycrisp holiday salad. I used to make an apple salad, and I still do now and then. But it was sweet rather than any savory at all. It was just yogurt, raisins, apples. I can't remember what else. And then I find out last year that my husband hates and always has had a strong distaste for raisins. I didn't know this. Yeah, I could get into that right there. I'm a bath person though, and it just makes me feel complete to soak in water, deep water. But I don't think my husband is. He doesn't want to buy me one. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Better baskets, how to put them together, blah, blah, blah. And behind the wheel. Yes, buy your car from Costco. I spent way too much time going through that Costco Dream Book. That's like the old toy catalog from Safeway, Sears. Goodness. All right, MaryJanesFarm. So it just came yesterday, and it's got Yuletide tipping and gifting, knit for a cause, seasonal herbal cocktails. Make it farm-style holiday. Celebrate wild women making history. Know it. Microplastics are where? Bake it. It's a wraps, burritos, crepes, and more. That sounds like fun. And I covered this up. So it's eat better, feel better, live better. And it's probably one of my, I have a couple favorites that come, monthly. Wait, maybe this isn't monthly. Maybe this is every other or every 3, I don't remember. But I'm not going to show you this one. I just got this one and I do want to show you, but I think I'm going too long, you know. Anyway, all recipes. It's my first episode. It's my first edition. So real quick, if you've never heard of Mary Jane's, it's a magazine by women for women on the premise of learning to do things that are natural and holistic, and they even have a deal where you can become one of Mary Jane's scouts if you want to, and you earn merit badges for learning to do things like canning, beekeeping, knitting, baking, bread, you know, all of the home stuff. So, or it doesn't have to be women's stuff. You can earn badges for things like learning to change a tire or your oil or whatever. So anyway, on to this. Love this. Another example of a beautifully done, inexpensive, just plain craft paper with a little earthy stuff and a little ribbon. You know, pine cones will go a long way. Just make sure that there's nothing living in them. I wanted to also ask everybody, oh, this is pretty. A little bucket, you know, that you could make yourself with. Like, I've seen the ones where they'll take a bag or make a bag out of a tea towel and put in cookie stuff, and those are cute. I got one of those as a prize one time. But this is in like a bigger bucket. It'd be pretty in a mixing bowl, too. And it's got Pioneer Woman stuff in it. It looks like maybe gift buckets. That's what they're called. This made me think of it. Is anybody else watching 1883? It's the precursor to Yellowstone. I watched the first episode last night. I'm smitten, just smitten. So there's 10 episodes in it so far. It's new. It's got Faith Hill and Tim McGraw who play the parents. And I didn't know it was Faith Hill. And I didn't know it was Tim McGraw for sure. I was a big fan back in the day of country music in the early 90s until the late 2000s probably. That would be 2099, wouldn't it? Okay, for about 15 years I was big into country. Anyway, I thought, who plays her? She's really, why do I not know her? The mother. And so I looked it up, and it's Faith Hill. And I was like, oh my gosh, she still looks good, sounds good, is great, you know. What happened to me? I mean, anyway. And then I was watching it some more, and I thought, well, who's he? Wait a minute, is that her husband? And I looked it up, and it is. It's Tim McGraw. So anyway, here's, you know, their little, tell you what we got here. Organic food, community, quilting, stitching, outdoor gardening, farming, cooking with cast iron. Woo! Okay, so this magazine has a spot where people write in letters and stuff like that, and it can be letters from 11-year-old girls to women who are in their 80s and beyond. It's kind of cool. And then, of course, it's got, you know, your basic commercials that you see a lot. I see some people they send in their things that they made and things that they like, pictures of it. Like somebody sent a picture of her child playing with Play-Doh, or not Play-Doh, clay. Did you know Play-Doh has gluten in it? So if you have a child who's gluten-free and it's serious because of celiac disease, you might want to not do that. Maybe everybody knows, but just thought I'd share. That's okay. I like that. It's purple. Purple's a good color. That's a cute idea, too. They're saving old tissue patterns from older vintagey, you know, sewing, and using it to gift stuff. I like that idea. Beekeeping. And here's that article, Mary Jane's Cast Iron Kitchen, and it's just got a bunch of cast iron information. My mother, Bab. I thought it said Bob, but it says Bab. I didn't realize this would have a bunch of ideas in it for doing the natural wrapping. Love it. That one used greenery, twine, and cinnamon sticks. I like that too. And they're big on food storage, you know, for emergencies and what you can, and they've got, I think they sell their own. Plastics are found where? Microplastics, I guess they're found just about everywhere. They're in our bodies now, and they're never going away. That's funny because I was just talking about how I was using magnesium. I'm also doing vitamin D again. Anyway, I had lots of supplements and what they're for and why you might like to use it for this or that or the other. No medical advice intended. What do we have here? Ooh, cheese wraps. How fun. Is that right? No, it's a flour tortilla. Be good to do a cheese wrap too. Other recipes, lots of recipes. And then these. Oh, yum. Those. Really, if you are into homemaking, family, that kind of thing, or just homemaking for yourself, this magazine is the bomb. I love it. By women, for women. Oh, I love vintage pictures like that. Anyway, save these things too. I don't cut these up. I gift them on to other people. But for your magazines, these are so good. For collage, that's what I couldn't think of. Collage was the word that I said. I cut up these, catalogs for collages. I'm having trouble finding what I want to do for the favorite animal, favorite pet collage this week. Also at Life with Patty, but maybe it'll come to me. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to stress it. I'm just going to skip it. Cowgirls. The cowboy life. Speaking of 1883. Anyway, love it, love it. And I'm going to go ahead and close it up now. Kitchen pickles, Eden Foods. If you stayed with me this long, I would love it, love it, love it. If you've never subscribed, if you decided you'd like to, I'd really love to find that piece of paper so I can share with you again. Here we go. Get in on this. It's loads of fun. Show us what you're reading. Cookbooks, magazines, novels, romance novels, cowboy novels, scary books from Stephen King, whatever you like. Now, I was going to say something, but I decided I won't because I want to make a better idea. I want to formulate what I want to say about this author. Okay, another author, not... Okay. Hashtag Thursday BookTube at My Mountain Home and Kitchen and at Life with Patty. Give this collab a try. If you've never done a collab, it's an easy one. Grab your favorite cookbook and show us one recipe just to break the ice. If you've been wanting to become a content creator or just start a channel, just do it. It's great. Every time you do it, you become more comfortable and it becomes more like talking to friends. And you will make friends. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.